way the transfer market is going so far with us, we had a nice, beautiful three signings: Wirtz, Frimpong, and Kirkers. And then after that, we got the Diaz twerking situation for other clubs. We've got Konate. You got the Konate for free, 2026. That's like just a violation in that sense. So it's kind of pissing me off a little bit because you're thinking, come on, we just won the league. Let's build on what we have at this moment in time. And for me, it feels like it's all going down to money and how much they're getting paid. I don't know what you guys think on that. Rods, what do you think about it? Because Footy gave his reaction. What do you think about it, man? Do you think the players are trying to say pay us the money or something? Is that why they're like kicking off and going to them other countries?
I just like the way you said the man's violating and
Yeah, man.
nah, it's true though, isn't it? It's like
Mm,
you have to set a precedent to say, look, this can't happen. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Players cannot be allowed to run down their contract. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And as well, Real Madrid can't be allowed to be doing this all the time. Telling because what they do, I was just watching Copish and that, and it's saying that
Yeah,
what
same
they
man.
do is they go through like an intermediate sort of like, so they don't directly speak to the player's agent
Yeah,
or the player himself. They go for an intermediary, and then what is it? And that is not only going to get back to the i.e. the agent or the player. Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Hmm.
And then they're told to do this and told to do that. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's just like it's not done really because you see the thing is about when you talk about Real Madrid players, you
yeah.
look at that right. Rodrigo. If we go to get Rodrigo, we're gonna have to pay top dollar,
Top.
top dollar. So why can't they pay top dollar? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, my can't. If you want him now, pay
60
us
million.
50 million and you can have him.
50, 60 million now, and then otherwise he can just play in the reserves, man. I'm not doing this thing of
Yeah,
like, oh
fuck
yeah, I'll
that.
play for you. I'm not doing this thing of I'll play for you for a year, and then after that, yeah, I can move on. Before I said, you know what, I thought to myself, let him play out there, but then we saw with Trent throughout the whole season. You heard with Slot, he didn't like how he was training because he knew he was off. Like Slot knew he was leaving.
Yeah, yeah,
So he wasn't
facts.
really putting in the effort in and stuff like that. So I was like, if it's like when you're at work, yeah, if you're working a real 9 to 5 in real life, yeah, this analogy, when you're leaving, most likely you're not going to put in the most effort if you was there working and you knew you had to secure your job.
Yeah,
That,
yeah, 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 yeah.
so this is what I don't like about this. What's happening at the moment in time with this one, we all could get a whole 360 and Free could be correct and be like, oh, you know what? Konate is signed. Free could be like, see, I told you guys are wrong. But
Yeah.
that's the thing with Konate. That's annoying.
I think, and also
Mm.
as to why I'm not concerned, is that people will blame the club for the trans situation and everything.
Yeah,
That's not really on Michael Edwards and Richie Hughes' fault.
yeah,
This is a new regime. This is a new era. This is a new dawn at the football
mm.
club, and that's what they're building. And ultimately, we got the two most important players tied down to a contract. We tried with Trent. He didn't want to sign. That's up
Yeah,
to him. Now, if we start losing other players on free contracts, like your Konates, your McAllisters, etc., in a couple of
yeah.
years, then yes, it's on those because the new contract regime is completely different to the other one, and that's what a lot of people are kind of forgetting.
That's true.
When
Yeah,
they came in, they had a lot of work to do. A lot. It's not just find a new manager. You go on Indeed and apply. You know,
mm.
they had to bring in a whole new manager, whole new backroom staff, the whole transfer team, the whole contract team. They had a
Yeah,
lot of things going on at the football club while replacing one of the greatest managers this football club has ever seen. And that's why a lot of people kind of forgot. They just think, oh yeah, you just give them a contract and that's it. It doesn't work like that. You have to go through the whole team, the agents. You look at Trent's agent team. His contracts ties are with Andy Robertson, Kelleher, I believe.
yeah.
Hence why Kelleher went for cheap. Hence why they wanted Robertson to go for cheap. So
Hmm.
when Madrid talk to these new contract, when Madrid don't just bring up Konate on Instagram and say, "Do you want to join us for free?"
Yeah,
But Unclerodz and Kopish are alright. They go through the whole agents team before speaking to the
Mm.
player. Then the agents will lay it out, and if the players are back like, "Oh, yeah, I'll listen to this," that's when Real Madrid will actually get involved.
Mm-hmm.
No, but what it is, what Real Madrid are doing, which is sneaky, is that let's say, for instance, today, right? Let's say if I wanted sort of like N90. Let's say if I wanted you to
Yeah.
join my digital stream, yeah,
Yeah.
right, and then I didn't come to you direct because I knew at the day that you're working with my man, Footy. He's
Yeah.
working on Footy's thing, right? So
Yeah.
what I've then done, and then I've come to your girl, yeah, I mentioned it to your girl, and I think that mentioned all the perks and this and that, blah 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 blah, right? Knowing that your girl's gonna tell you. Do you
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Do you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? They're telling people that sort of like that they know it's gonna get back to that person. That is a sneaky
Exactly.
thing about it.
Trent's brother is his agent because they
Yeah,
know Trent's close with his brother and stuff like that,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's exactly why it worked.
Yeah, but what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say then they what the sneaky thing about it in they right is them doing that in the first place. They shouldn't they shouldn't be telling a person and they to run down your contract and then they
Yeah.
with a club and then they in order for them to get it. The only reason they paid that 10 million, right? The only reason they paid that 10 million was because of this World Cup club charade thing. You know what I mean? All that. That's
Yeah.
the
They
only
had to.
reason.
It would went for free. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You would have gone for free, you would have gone at sort of like July the 1st, something like that,
Yeah.
innit?
July
July
first. Yeah.
1st, it would have gone for free. When you, excuse me, the only reason they paid 10 million is because they wanted to pay in that tournament.
Yeah.
My argument is with the my argument, not so much with the club because you know
Yeah.
I'm not really blaming the club. Well, what I will say, and then they right, all these things that they know they have to do,
Yeah.
all these things that they are laid out for them, and they as a club what they have to do, they have to sort of like you know what I mean if the this manager they got now is not working out, yeah,
Yeah.
and they have to get next manager, they have to do that. They know as well, and they that this person, that person, and they is in the last year of their contract. They know how to sort it out. So all these things they know that's their job to do that. That's not our job to worry about that. Our job at the day, our job at the day as fans at the day is to like switch on the TV on a Saturday or
Yeah.
Sunday and watch our game, or go out to the actual sort of like match whenever they're playing. That's what our job is. So
Mm-hmm.
really and truly, and they would have known, they would have known and they that like Trent was gonna wanting to leave. Yeah, well, not
Yeah.
want to leave. He was in the last year of his contract. So what they should have done in the summer, and they is trying to pin him down to another contract. If he wasn't gonna pin him down to wasn't gonna sign another contract, he kept an arm and iron, sell his club.
Yeah. I
Just
agree,
sell him,
man.
just sell him for that because sell him. And the same thing with Konate, right? If
Yeah.
you're gonna be messing around at the end of the day, right? As much as I like you, as much as I respect you as
Yeah.
A as a footballer and B as a human being, I respect him, yeah.
Yeah. Of
But
course.
if
100%.
but if you're gonna be messing around like that, right? I'd rather you go and be somebody else's problem. Do you know what I mean? Be somebody else's problem. Or if you don't want to go because you want to go to Real Madrid and they don't want to pay you in the phone. Well, you know what you can do, bro? You
Yeah.
can spend this season and day, right, in the under 23s. Go
Yeah.
down there, right? You go down there and run out your contract down there, right? And then what
Foot
we
your
do
youth, bro.
and what we do, we just go out and buy either one more defender or two more defenders that are people and they that want to be in a club because what they're doing at the moment, like
Yeah.
the club is doing at the moment, which I like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I haven't said it. I'm put it this way, it's taken me a long time to say it, and that the actual club's doing something that we like. Yeah,
Yeah.
what they're doing, and they're getting in players and that want to play for their club, want to play for this
Yeah.
club, or potentially going to get players that want to play for the club. I.e., you got sort of like Frimpong, and you got Kirkis want to play for the club. Verts wants to play for the club. Alexander Isak, if that happens, we all know he wants to play for Liverpool.
Hundred
You know what I
percent.
mean? So we're getting people at the day that are real to the cause. Yeah. And what I'm saying at the day, this season we cannot afford to carry nobody. We cannot
No.
carry nobody. If you're not down for the cause and everything that, well, you have to go. It's as simple as that. You got two attempts. If you think at the end of the day that Liverpool are offering a contract and the terms at the end of the day or payment or whatever is doesn't sort of like gel with you, well
Yeah.
then go. Because if you go to all right, you offer a 9 to 5 job, yeah? You offer
Yeah,
a nine
go
to
on.
five job. If you don't like that job, you're not going to take it, are you?
No.
You're not going to take it. You're not going to take it. In these day and ages, you don't have to take a job that you don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're not going to take it. So that's what I'm trying to say with Konate. If you don't like the contract at the end of the day, right, that's being offered, and you feel that you can go somewhere else and get a better contract,
That's
well,
true,
then you're
man.
welcome to go.
Yeah.
Don't stay here at the end of the day, right, and say, well, you know what? I'll play out my season at the end of the day, right,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then at the end of the season I'll just go on a free. Nah, sir.
That's not how it works, bro.
Listen, we don't. We're not moving like that. This is Liverpool Football Club you're at. And the thing is about it, why I say that um, the club should have acted sooner with Trent, right?
Yeah.
Because what happens when someone like Trent or anybody else does something like what Trent did and everything that it sets off a chain reaction. Other players feel it and they can do the same. You know, you got somebody that violates you, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone that violates you. You notice that day, all these brethren feel he can do the same thing, innit?
Big man. Yes. That's why you don't let
Right.
people. You see, if someone tries to take the piss once, cut it out.
You have
Then
to.
we'll follow. We'll follow fashion. People think it's funny. Then you got multiple people talking to you like you're some idiot. So you can't
Yeah,
let that run.
exactly. Because you know what it is at the day. I saw
Yeah.
this thing on thing at the day, right? And it says
Mm.
like, you notice how people love to treat you a certain way, but when you treat them the same way that they're treating you, they don't like it.
Different. Yeah, you get that in workplaces. You get it in every space
Yeah,
of life, man, innit?
yeah, they
So
don't do. But you cannot have people. You cannot have somebody at the end of the day
yeah,
thinking at the day like at a club. Went to Liverpool now. You cannot have somebody thinking and they will look. I can do this and they right because
yeah,
once they do it, somebody else is gonna do it.
yeah,
Right? And then somebody else is going to do it after that until you put your foot down and say, what the fuck?
yeah, yeah. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Let me get through some of the comments and check how much
Oh my god, I'm on mute. I was on bloody mute.
yeah, I said you was on mute, bro. You hear me?
Oh, I must say I actually disagree because
You
I think
disagree?
it's you can't. The player has to accept the
Yeah,
deals. The only way Konate will be sitting the under 23s, like it's not just simple as in
yeah,
like,
Why
oh
isn't
right,
it?
no, because right, let's just say Real Madrid put a bid in tomorrow, 40 mil
hmm,
for Konate,
yeah,
right? Konate has to agree to that. He has to agree. That's why personal terms are a thing. He has to agree.
yeah. That's why you got contracts in place, isn't it? You can't really
Yes,
force a
you
player out.
can't
Yeah,
really agree.
I know what
The
you
only
mean.
like you can't just ring up the phone because if you remember,
Yeah,
right, when the Brighton situation with Caicedo, Brighton accepted a bid with Caicedo,
to
but
Liverpool as well.
Caicedo didn't come to Liverpool though, did he? Because he didn't
Yeah,
agree personal terms.
yeah,
So it's all right
but
saying,
the
yeah,
thing is, the only thing about that situation with Brighton, right? Yeah, eating a biscuit,
yeah. I know.
Um,
Fucking in.
eating a biscuit. Yeah. The only thing with that Brighton thing, and that was a catastrophic mess, and they right.
Yeah,
yeah, but it's not about the mess.
And
It's about
and and so to cut cost you, and what Liverpool should have done, and they right, is they should have took legal action and against Brighton because you got to think about it. Brighton, yeah,
oh, you can. I see where you're coming with
yes,
this.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
on, go
yeah,
on.
good. Because you know what it was, they had a bidding auction, yeah, right,
Yeah.
between sort of like Chelsea, Liverpool, and Chelsea, right. Liverpool won that bidding auction, yeah,
Hmm.
right, and like, what it was. Todd Burley's on Twitter, when they right. The fans at the day got onto Todd Burley and said like, oh, you know what? And they so like Liverpool's won the bidding war. You can't let this happen. Blah 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 blah. Because
Yeah.
remember, one of Caicedo's excuses was that he's always wanted to play for Liverpool. Always wanted to play for Chelsea. Blah 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 blah. Right? Yeah, and he's seen with a sort of like Chelsea top on. That's Photoshop. Anyway, right? No,
Yeah.
seriously, because what it wasn't, why I said it's Photoshop, he said the same thing about Arsenal. He said the same thing about Man United. He said the same thing about Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So how are we supposed to take what you're saying about Chelsea for gospel? You understand what I'm saying? Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, but Uncle, the
no, hold
whole
on one
point.
second. Well, let me land. They accepted a bid. At the end of the day, right? No matter if his preferred destination was sort of like was Chelsea, they accepted the bid.
Yeah.
The bid got accepted in the day, right? So really and truly, what you want now doesn't really matter because the bid's got accepted. It's like if you go and buy a car, and they said that they want £5,000 for the car, and you give them 5,100, yeah, and they accept that and everything that. Then I come along and then they say like, hold on. Let me move her through stuff around and everything that, right? And then
Yeah.
I buy it from you. You're gonna say, what the bum can I tell you? You accepted the bid. I mean, they've
That's
accepted the
true.
bid, and that's what
But
Chelsea done. Chelsea
I get what you
come
mean,
in.
though. I can see that side of it. I can see that.
Chelsea come in. Chelsea came back to
Mm,
Brighton and said to Brighton and they hold on, right? Hold on with this bid and everything that. Let's move some stuff around and everything that, right?
yeah.
And then we'll come back at the end of the day, right? And buy Carcedo. It took them 2 days,
Mm,
2 initial days after the bid got accepted in the day, right? For
yeah.
Chelsea and they to get Carcedo. Not only get Carcedo, they got Lavia as well.
Yeah. The Lavia one was a piss take, man, because
Because
Lavia was like, oh, I don't want to be a backup, but he's back up to Caicedo. So I don't know what. It's all about
no,
money,
but
man. I'm telling you, it's
you
all
know what it
about that.
was. You know what was with Lavia? That was Lavia was more Liverpool's fault than
It
anything
was
else.
it done his,
Look,
yeah, but
I
Yeah,
think
than his.
the thing is, I think we're going off topic here because it's
No,
not.
it's not. It's the same thing.
No, because we're not on about transfers. We're on about players having to agree for a move. Right. If we go into the facts
yeah, go
here,
on.
Liverpool agreed a deal with Brighton. They accepted the bid we put in. The
Yeah,
deal didn't the deal didn't happen not because of Chelsea, because Caicedo didn't want to come to Liverpool. He
No, it
wanted
was
to
because of
Chelsea
Chelsea,
move.
bro.
Yeah, because
Have
he
you even
wanted
listened
to
to
go
what I
to
said?
Chelsea.
Have you even listened to what I said? How can he be
Yes,
outright?
yeah, but
How can he be
he didn't
Chelsea? How can he
agree
be?
personal terms with Liverpool though.
Yeah, but how can he not be? How can he not be Chelsea in the day, right? When the same thing he was saying about Chelsea, he said about 3 or 4 other teams. So how are
Yeah,
you
but
supposed to take that?
we're on what we're trying to get.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you, how are you supposed to take that for gospel, right? When he said the same thing about 3 other teams, he said
Yeah,
that
but
about Arsenal,
I'm
he said that
just
about
using
Man United, he
Caicedo.
said that about Real Madrid. So what's actually happened? What's actually happened in the day, right? Is Brighton and they preferred Chelsea's money, yeah. Brighton for
Yeah, because
Chelsea's money
they put in an extra
other than
five
what they
mil.
preferred our money. But my argument is at the end of the day, right, why Liverpool should have took legal action is because you put something in place. Yeah? We've abided by what you said in place. Yeah?
Yeah,
We've
because they
done that and effect that, but then what you're gonna
no.
say, you're gonna make us wait 2 days at the day and then take the other one. Take the other
I
bit.
know what you're saying, but
You gave
also,
the guy 2 days. You gave
yeah,
Chelsea 2 days to accept the money. But the thing is about with Konate and the thing that Konate, right,
yeah,
is this, right? If you go back to Konate,
yeah,
Liverpool can do that because it's been done before by other teams. It's been done by Arsenal's done that to Adebayor.
yeah. They moved
Arsenal
back.
done it to Adebayor. He just said you're not playing. You're not going to be
Yeah,
playing for our first team. You're not going to be playing. So you best
Yeah,
find
I
another
know.
club.
What the whole point, what N90 was getting at when he asked me was, can we just sell him? No, because Konate has to agree.
yeah. Ultimately, he has to agree to leave the club. That's
Yeah,
why there's
but
contracts in place.
Because if not, then yeah,
Yeah,
okay, fair enough. You can put him in the under 23s and all that. Yeah, I'm not
you
saying you
could do
can't.
that. If he doesn't agree to a move, if he says at the end of the day that like you know what, I am not going. I don't want to go.
yeah.
And everything, you say right, and then as I did say before, you put him in the under 23s.
I don't think Liverpool will do that though.
Send him down
I'm
to
with you.
yeah, but Liverpool won't do that.
Yeah,
But that's the only way you set a precedent because if you don't do that,
people will start taking the.
what's
Yeah, I
going to
don't know.
happen at the day? He's going to be allowed to run down his contract, yeah,
Yeah.
right. And basically, he's going to take Liverpool for a dickhead. That's what he's going to say. Well, he's going to say, look, yeah, you're a dickhead club anyway, so I'm just going
Yeah.
to run my contract down. You can't tell me
I
nothing.
get what you're saying though, because when I asked Fit the question, it is Liverpool. He's on the contract, and his contract doesn't say anything that he has to stay or go or anything. He's on the contract. He can stay onto it. It's like signing a phone. Like you think of it like, on say it simple terms, like signing a phone contract,
And
isn't
the
it?
thing is about Konate as a whole, how do we know that the club are not giving him what he wants? I'm not being funny.
That's another thing. Good one.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm not being funny. Right? A lot of people are just saying, yes, sell him. I'm not sticking up for him, right, because he's one of my favourite players.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, right, there is many defenders in world football who are more than Konate, that he is better than. How do you know Liverpool aren't taking the piss with his contract
That's
offer?
what my question was before. I was going to ask you beforehand,
Like,
but
if
before I get
Liverpool are taking the piss here and
yeah,
saying, here's 120, here's 140,
yeah.
Konate is in every single of his rights to say no.
Of course, yeah.
What
You're
Konate
what
should
valuable.
I
be on 200 grand a week minimum.
yeah, but I said
Yeah,
what I did say, and I think that if you cannot come to an agreement, right, with the contract terms and everything that, is like you go, you go and find another club where they're gonna pay you that money. That's what you do. If you at the end of the day sort of like you're in a 9 to 5 job, if they're not gonna pay you at the end of the day sort of like what you're
yeah,
worth and what you're worth, you're gonna go and find another job. So Konate can do that. Konate feels. See, that's what I'm trying. What I'm trying to say, and with Konate,
yeah.
I love him as a footballer. I love him as a human being. Yeah, but
Mm,
my argument is at the end of the day, right? As is like I'm Liverpool FC. I'm not Player FC. I
yeah,
support
Oh, I'm
Liverpool.
not player FC.
Yeah,
yeah. There's got to be some
once
agreement between the club and the player
yeah,
to work out something to move on, where the club gets
that's
something to
what I'm trying to say.
benefit, and then the player gets something to
Yeah,
benefit. But ultimately, Konate hasn't got to do that as well. Do you know what I mean?
no, but
But I
if they can't,
prefer that.
what I'm trying to say, if they
Yeah,
cannot find a common ground and I think that right, well, one has to go, and you know, and it's not going to be the club; it's going to be the player. Do you
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? Yeah, because you cannot have a world class player like that at the end of the day, right?
mm,
Go on a free. You know, one season at the day, 4 players at the day went on a free.
mad.
Four
I know.
players went on a free. Thiago, Matip, what's his name?
Ox,
Chamberlain
Chamberlain. Yeah,
and Keita. Four
yeah,
players in the day. And before that now, remember Gini Ronaldo went on the free. Do you
yeah.
know what I mean? So something's got to give.
Maybe that's the